Hello, how's it going? Today is day 48 of my 100-day inspiration challenge, and I'm almost halfway there, which is very exciting. This is like a battle of persistence, man, but it's really exciting. So today I want to talk about saying no, which can be such a hard concept, especially if you're a people pleaser, you care what other people think. If you are a woman, if you're from the Midwest, all of these reasons might make it hard to say no. And even if you don't have those things, there are a lot of other reasons. So first, I am going to talk about this concept that I have created called November. So I like to theme out my months. It always excites me. I'm always looking for a different way to find motivation and inspiration. And so for me, theming out my months at the beginning of the month or before the month has started has always been a way to do that. So last year is when I started this process. And last November, I immediately knew what my month was going to be. It was going to be November. And I enjoyed it so much. So what that means is having the courage and giving myself permission to say no to the things that I don't want to do. Because so often I say yes to things that I don't want to do, different requests of me. On the inside, I'm saying, no, I definitely don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to do that. But then when somebody asks me, I say, yeah, sure, no problem. And I'm like, why did I just do that? I know that I don't want to do that. So that is why I created November last year. It was so empowering. I was able to just tell people no. And then I was able to say, I'm doing a thing called November where I just say no to things I don't want to do. And that kind of spread too. It encouraged other people to do the same. And honestly, I found myself looking forward to November this year so that I could repeat that same thing, so that I could encourage myself to say no and give myself permission to say no and to be okay with it. For some reason, it is just hard to not feel bad to say no to people, but it is so important because this is my life by design. And either you can create the life that you want, or you can help others build their life and build their success and build their dreams. So those are the two options that you have. Yes, you can help out friends and you can help out family, but at the end of the day, you are creating the life that you want, and standing up for what you want is an important element of that. So I have an amazing quote that Warren Buffett said, and it is, the difference between successful people and really successful people is really successful people say no to almost everything. So even if success, well, first, actually, you know what? Success is different for everybody, right? Success might not mean financial success to you. It might mean personal happiness and well-being, but we all want to have some form of success. So the difference between the mainstream successful people and really successful people, people that truly instill what it is that is success, is that they say no to almost everything. They have total clarity on what it is they want, and they are completely focused on that thing. I talked about it yesterday. There are a lot of distractions. There's a lot of noise in this world, and you have to be so focused, laser focused on what it is you want. There's always going to be great ideas. There's always going to be something else out there that you could do. But you have to be focused on what it is you want. You have to say no to things that are going to be distractions. And you have to have the courage to say no to things that you don't want to do. And just like anything else, this is something that can be learned. So again, the more that you do it, the more comfortable you're going to feel. In the beginning, saying no might be hard, and you might want to give an excuse. I remember I used to make up a lot of excuses, actually, and some of them were true and some of them weren't true. And I don't know why I did that. It's like I was fearful to just say no and just leave it at that. But I don't, just like you don't, owe it to anybody else to take on the things that they don't want to do. It's okay to just say, no, thank you. Thank you for the offer, but no. Or no, I'm not interested in that. First off, if you're saying yes to things that you don't want to do, you are sending the message to that other person that you want to do those things. So they're going to keep bringing you those same things that you don't want to do because they think that you do want to do those things. So just in being honest with yourself and with them, it will create a better harmonious relationship, and it'll also feel better for you. So the more that you say no, the easier it will get. And you don't owe anybody an explanation, right? Try it. Try just saying no, thank you, and see what that feels like for you. Have the courage. So a couple things that saying no will give you and why it is so important. Why it is so important to say no. Here are a couple things. A, it leaves room for things that you actually want, right? You want certain things in your life. And for me, I teach fitness, and I used to be the go-to person. If somebody was sick or somebody didn't want to teach, I was the go-to person. I would always say, yeah, no problem, I'll cover for you. Even if I didn't want to, there was just something inside of me that was like, I felt obligated to help people out. To my demise, I was hating that I was doing it, but I was still saying yes for some weird reason. And I was overwhelming myself. I was overloading my schedule to the point where I didn't have any extra time to do the things that I actually wanted. So saying no creates space for the things that you actually want in your life. And that is so important, right? You're the driver of your own life. It is up to you to say no and to make that decision. The second thing is you're going to enjoy your life more because it's going to be filled with things that you actually want. Or there's just going to be space. There's going to be room for peace, right? So you'll have more happiness and more fulfillment because you're not doing things that you don't want to do. The third thing is you'll be performing better because you're actually doing things that you want to do. You'll be excitement. You'll be excited. There will be excitement behind your actions. When I was saying yes to these things, I always was regretting saying yes, and I never felt good about it. I was always coming from it from a negative place. And so, of course, I wasn't doing my best work, right? But if you are leaving room for the things that you want, your energy, your performance is going to be so much better. And not just in the moment. The next thing is your energy overall is going to be so much better, even when you're not doing the thing, because there is weight that comes with doing things that you don't want to do. So say you say, yes, I'll do something for you next week, and you don't want to do that thing has power over you for a whole week. It is weight on your shoulders. It is dead weight. If you just say no, you get a whole week of your life back. And that is just one example. So you'll have more energy to give to your loved ones and to pour into the people and the things that you want. And finally, you will be more in alignment with who you were created to be. You will be practicing better habits. You will be more honest and more transparent, which will put you in alignment with who you were created to be. You will feel better. You will be better able to understand yourself, and other people will be better able to understand you as well. It is so important to have the courage to say no to things that you don't want to do. Let someone else do those things. Don't wear that weight. It is not your obligation. Do the things that you are passionate about, that you love doing. Again, this takes time to learn how to say no. It's something that I still am working on. But at the end of the day, be truthful with yourself. Focus on what it is you want and keep working toward that thing. Stay consistent and stay focused on that thing. Don't get distracted by all the noise. Don't get distracted by all the obligations that other people want to put on your life. You are in control of your life. You get to decide what you do and what you don't do. It just takes the courage to say no. You got this. Keep showing up for yourself every single day. If you do, there is nowhere that you can go but up. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. And try November out. It's super fun. Take this on. November. It means give yourself permission to say no. Bye.